Okay, so the homework is on simultaneous equations, obviously, as that's what the lesson was on. So the thing that we've got to make sure we have is either the x's or the y's the same. Now, 9 times out of 10, I always go for the y's. And if you have a look here, we've got a single y here and a single y here. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that if the signs are the same, like they're both positive y, they're both a plus y, that you do the bigger equation take away the smaller equation. So if we do 3x take away 2x, we're going to be left with x. Y take away y disappears. That will always disappear. And then 7 take away 6 equals 1. So now we've got our value for x. Once you've got your value for x, you need to substitute it in to get your value for y. So we could take either one of these. So if I do this one here, instead of saying 2 lots of x plus y, I know that x is 1. So 2 lots of x is just 2. So I could say 2 plus y equals 6. Take away 2, y equals 4. So the solution that you want is x equals 1 and y equals 4. Okay, question 2. This one's slightly different because you've got a plus y and you've got a minus y. So the key rule is, for the first one, they're both a positive y. So they're both the same sign, so you do the bigger one, take away the smaller one. If they're different signs, we need to add both the equations together. So 2x plus x equals 3x. Plus y plus minus y disappears, and remember the letters which are the same will always disappear. 21 plus 6 equals 27. So if 3x is 27 divided by 3 and get x equals 9. And that's half your answer. And now what you do is you substitute that into one of your equations. To avoid mistakes, so you usually substitute it into the one where everything's positive. So 2 lots of x, so if x is 9, 2 lots of x is going to be 18. So 18 plus y equals 21. If you take away 18 from both sides, you've got y equals 3. So there you go, there's your solution. X equals 9, y equals 3. Question 3. Now again, looking at this, we've got a positive y and a minus y. So when the signs are different, we add them together. So 5x plus x is going to be 6x. Y's disappear, as we know. 28 plus 2 equals 30. And then if 6x is 30, 1x equals 5. So that's half our answer. Then we've got to find out the y's. So substitute it into the positive answer. So if x is 5, 5 lots of 5, it's going to be 25. Plus y equals 28. Remember, all we're doing is we're substituting our value of x in here. So 25 plus y equals 28. If I take away 25 from both sides, y equals 3. Now, apologies for this. When I cut and paste this from somewhere, it had a picture on it. I can get rid of that. So yeah, that's what with that. So again, have a look at question 4. You've got a positive y and a negative y, so you need to add them both together. So 3x plus x equals 4x. Y's disappear. 25 plus 3 equals 28. So we've got 4x equals 28. Then 1x will equal 7. That's half your answer. Substitute it into one where everything's positive. So 3 lots of 7 is 21. So 21 plus y equals 25. Take away 21, you've got y equals 4. Just to show that it doesn't matter though, if we substitute it into the other one, because we did a couple of questions like this last week. So we got, if you substitute in the x as 7, you've got 7 minus y equals 3. So remember, if you've got a negative letter, if you take away 7 from both sides, you can have minus y equals minus 4. And if we've got a minus y and we want to make it positive, we change the sign of everything. So it's going to be y equals 4. So if you wanted to, you could substitute it into the second one. Okay, now this one. Again, I always go for making the y's the same. But here, we've got different numbers of y's. So what we've got to do is we've got to make sure that we've got the same number of y's in the top equation as the bottom equation. So for question 1 here, I'm going to multiply the bottom equation by 4. And if I do that, I'm going to have 8x plus 4y equals 40. Remember, when you multiply it by 4, everything gets multiplied by 4. So 2x times by 4, y times by 4, and 10 times by 4. And then if you write out the other equation underneath it, you've got 3x plus 4y equals 20. And now we've got the same number of y's. Now because they are both positive, and this would also be the same if they are both negative. So if it was 8x minus 4y and 3x minus 4y, you still take it away. So 8x take away 3x is 5x. Because the y's are the same, they're just going to disappear. 40 take away 20 is 20. So 5x to 20. So if you divide by 5, 1x equals 4. And once you've got x equals 4, you can substitute it into anything. You can substitute it into this one. You can even substitute it into the one that you changed, or the original one. I'm going to go for this one here, just this one here, just because it's the smallest, and so you got a less chance of making a mistake. So if x is 4, 2 lots of x, it's going to be 8. So 8 plus y equals 10. Take away 8 from both sides, and you've got y equals 2. So that's your solution to that one. If you have a look at this one here, we've got a 2y and we've got a single y. So I want to make them both 2y, so I'm going to double the bottom one. Remember, if I double the bottom one, I've got to double everything. So 8x plus 2y equals 22. Then 5x plus 2y equals 16. Then they're both the same sign, they're both positive, so I'm going to do the big one, take away the small one. So 8x take away 5x is 3x. The y's always disappear. 22 take away 16 equals 6. 3x equals 6, so 1x equals 3. Substitute that back into anything. Oh no, sorry, it's not 6, it's 2. Almost made a mistake. Okay, so x equals 2. Let's try that instead. So if we substitute it into this one here, because it's a little bit smaller. So 4 lots of 2 is 8. So 8 plus y equals 11. I'll substitute it into this one. So take away 8 from both sides, y equals 3. Next question, I'm going to double this one to make 2y, so that's going to be 4x plus 2y equals 18. Got the one above it, so 3x plus 2y equals 16. Do the bigger one, take away the smaller one, so 4x take away 3x is just 1x. The y's disappear. 18 take away 16 is 2. So x equals 2. You're then going to substitute that into either one. I'm going to go for the smaller one. So 2 lots of 2 is 4. So 4 plus y equals 9. Take away the 4, y equals 5. Finally, this one here. I want to make this 4y, so I'm going to times the bottom one by 4, giving us 12x plus 4y equals 44. Write the other one out underneath it. 5x plus 4y equals 23. And then if we do that, 12x take away 5x equals 7x. 4y's disappear. 44 take away 23 equals 21. So 7x at 21, 1x equals 3. Once you've got x as 3, substitute it into either one. I'll go for the small one most times. So if x is 3, 3x's are 9, so it's going to be 9 plus y equals 11. Y equals 2. Let's have a look at section 3. So now this is a little bit tricky because we can't double or times 3y by anything to get the 4y. So we've got to find a number that both of them go into. And so I know that 3 and 4 both go into 12. So therefore I'm going to multiply the top one by 4 and the bottom one by 3. So if I do the top one by 4, that's going to be 8x plus 12y equals 36. Do the bottom one by 3. 15x plus 12y equals 19 times 3 is 57. Then I'm going to do the bigger one, take away the smaller one. So 15x take away 8x is 7x. The y's disappear. 57 take away 26 equals 21. So x equals 3. And then just like you've done in all the other ones so far, you then substitute your x value back in. And so I'm going to do it into the top one here. So 2 lots of x is going to be 6. So 6 plus 3y equals 9. Take away 6. 3y equals 3. Y equals 1. Next question. 5 and 4 both go into 20. So I'm going to times this one by 4, this one by 5. So if I times the top one by 4, I'm going to get 8x plus 20y. 16 times 4 is 64. Again, I'm not worried if you use a calculator on this. It's all to do with the method rather than sort of your numeracy. We've got 1 by 5, so that's going to be 15x plus 20y. 17 times by 5 equals 81. So that's something very similar here. So 15x take away 8x equals 7x. The y's disappear. 81 take away 64, because remember you're doing this one, take away this one, so it's this one, take away this one. Just be really careful with that, because sometimes if these two numbers were switched around, you'd end up getting minus 21. But in this case you don't. You do 15 take away 8x, so 81 take away 64. So 7x equals 21, which, just like this one here, means that x equals 3. Doing that, you're going to substitute it back in. So if I do it in the small one, so 2 lots of x is 6, plus 5y equals 16. Take away the 6, 5y equals 10, then 5 by 5, y equals 2. Question 3. I see that both of them go into 6y, so I'm going to times top one by 3, bottom one by 2. That's going to be 15x plus 6y equals 93. Do the bottom one by 2, I've got 4x plus 6y equals 38. So 15x take away 4x equals 11x. The y's cancel out as always. So 93 take away 38. So 3 take away 8 I can't do. 13 take away 8 is 5. 8 take away 3 is 5. So 11x equals 55. So if 11x is 55, 1x divided by 11 equals 5. Once I've got that, I'm going to substitute that back into probably a small one. So 2 lots of x is going to be 10. So 10 plus 3y equals 19. Take away the 10. 3y equals 9. Divide by 3. Y equals 3. And then finally, our last question, question 4. Give myself some room over here to do it. So I can see that they both go into 15. So if you're not sure what they go into, just times the first one by this number in front of y, times the second one by this number in front of y. So if I'm going to times this one by 3, it's going to be 9x plus 15y equals 75. Times the bottom one by 5, and that's going to be 10x plus 15y equals 160. And then if we do this one, take away this one, 10x take away x is going to be x equals, and then 160 take away 75 is going to be 85. Well, so if x is 85, substitute that back in. How is this right? Let's try it. 2 lots of 85 is 170. So 170 plus 3y equals 16. Take away 170 from both sides. So 3y equals minus 154. Then we've got y equals minus 154 divided by 3. That doesn't sound right to me, so let's just go back and double check our workings. So we're timesing this thing by 3. So 3 lots of 3x is 9x. 3 lots of 5y is 15y. 3 lots of 25 is 75. So that's good. I now see what I've done. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 3y is 15y. But 5 times 16 isn't 160. Rescorla. It is 80. That makes it a lot easier to say. Let's get rid of all that rubbish now. And let's do it again properly. And see, that's what you need to be able to do. You need to be able to spot when you make a mistake. I didn't do that on purpose, obviously. But if you can spot that you've made a mistake, it's not looking right, go back, double check your workings. So if we do 10x take away 9x, that equals single x. The y's disappear as before. 80 take away 75 equals 5. And then once you've got x as 5, substitute that in. So 2 lots of 5 is 10, so 10 plus 3y equals 16. Take away 10, 3y equals 6, and divide by 3y equals 2. So hopefully you did well and you didn't make as many mistakes as I did, but well done.